SoundOff, Louisiana's premier television sports talk show, is on deck from the Caesars Sportsbook at Horseshoe Lake Charles. The three wise guys are mic'd up and ready. SoundOff begins now.
All right. If you thought we were done talking LSU and McNeese football.
Not even close.
Not even close, thank you. And we are not nearly done ripping the New Orleans Saints.
Oh,
we are not nearly done. I don't know, we might save time
I know
to
you
rip
love your
these
Saints,
boys.
Rick. I know you. Oh, Dallas
Oh
should
my
even be
gosh.
missed today.
47-9.
It was Jerry Jones' birthday.
82nd birthday. Anyway, we get sidetracked. Welcome
That
to SoundOff
could've
on
aged
CBS
him
Lake Charles. Coming to you from our
even
new
more.
digs. This would be Caesars
It
Sportsbook
is.
at Horseshoe
Nice
Lake Charles.
place,
We're
Rick.
loving it. Our second week here.
Wow.
We got a lot to cover, guys. We'll tell you more about Horseshoe Lake Charles as
Yes.
the show progresses. All right, we're halfway through the SEC season. We got two mega matchups coming up this Saturday.
Big
one
games.
at Neyland Stadium, Tennessee, and another one in Austin. We'll get into that.
Big
This
games.
is going to be an interesting race. We'll
yeah.
get into that. Mega showdowns. Baseball. The league championship series are down to the Final Four. Interesting stuff. We'll get into a little bit
Yes.
of that. Hey, let's have a little fun. You're
Fun?
used. Well, we have a lot of fun here. My colleague.
Have a wristband light show.
Well, pretty much.
Well,
LSU, Ole Miss.
I enjoyed it.
My guy
it
got
was
me.
good.
My guy got me sidelined for the family, my boys, whatever.
Yeah.
We're gonna rank all the LSU stars that were at this
Oh,
homecoming
God.
show. 100th year for Tiger
Yeah.
Stadium. They were there. We'll have a little fun
They
later
were
on
all
in the show.
there.
All right. Three wise guys here. You know what's going on. You know what's going on in regards to LSU, New Orleans. Let's start with the McNeese Cowboys. They
Yes.
got UIW coming up again.
That's gonna be a big
What is
game.
this now? This would be this is the second or third road game. Yeah, third road game of the four.
third of four.
Weber on the road,
You had
Houston
4 in a
Christian
row.
on the
This is the
road,
third
now
one.
UIW, and
This is
then
the third
following up with
Is it going to be
Nichols.
like Weber or Houston Christian?
Good question.
That's what I want to see.
Well-
Weber, that's fine. Houston Christian,
it-
might as well stay.
It
Might as
better
well let
be
it go,
Weber on
Scooter.
steroids. The
Yeah.
UIW, all right, Goff said it earlier in the week. They are the premier team in the
They
league.
are.
I mean, he's shooting straight from the hip.
They are.
McNeese used to be the premier team years and years ago. Now it's UIW. These guys are constantly ranked in the top 10, top 15, and they are once again. They are who they are. In FCS football in the Southland, they're creme de la creme. They are the
And
team to
Taunted
beat.
Word has come, man.
They're the team to beat. Now, Nichols won last year. They won the title, right?
Yeah.
But UIW was right there. It was one of
They
those
were.
tiebreaker deals. UIW was
Didn't
right.
UIW go farther in the playoffs?
They did.
further
Good
in
point.
the
They
Good
did.
point. So here it is. He ushered it in. We talked about it earlier in the week. X's and O's and schemes and all that stuff. But you got to play physical.
And
you
you know,
got to
Rick-
slap the snot out of somebody, or this team's going to run roughshod.
You got to
over
play with respect. There comes a point in time when you got to play with respect.
Focus and respect the game.
Yeah.
I mean, that last McNeese effort, hopefully
The effort
they
was
had
not
2
there.
weeks to stew over it.
They did, and the bye
Yes.
week got Micah Davey healthy enough to play. He's been practicing. Now he's a go, all right, against a team that they're going to have to, obviously, they're not going to make one-dimensional.
No, I totally agree.
They're
And
going to have to try to get Zach Calzada off schedule a little bit.
Can they?
I hope so.
Can they, Rick?
Or he's going to rip them apart. And he's got a great
when
deep
you-
ball.
when
This
you
is the
look at
former Aggie quarterback,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
He's the
yeah,
best in the league.
yeah.
He's the best pure pocket
And-
quarterback in the Southland Conference.
And Rick, I guess when you look at McNeese, you know, some of those guys that are going to be back that you mentioned earlier. I mean,
Yeah.
Micah Davey is one of the guys that
Davey,
need to be back on
Sevilla,
defense.
yeah.
But Rick, after being off for 4 to 5 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks,
Yeah.
how
This- he
effective
missed
can
4
you-
games, Micah
how
Davey.
effective can you really
Well,
be?
you figure he's got fresher legs now. Keep in mind, Davey makes damn near every tackle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I give that to him. If the ribs are good, he's well rested, and he's raring to go, right?
I
Against
get
the
that.
number 1 team.
I don't see where the time off hurt.
Oh, it hurts when you miss out. Oh yeah, you lose the speed of the game, Scooter.
You were
Yeah.
just lazy.
I'm not getting involved in that. Look,
I don't think I missed maybe 2 or 3 games
I
my
don't
whole 4 years at
remember
LSU. I don't think I missed maybe 2 or 3 games at most. That's
Really?
it.
I don't remember you
I didn't,
missing
man.
any.
I did not miss. I may have missed 2 games, and I may have come out of one of them. That's
I
it.
remember-
Dude,
I'm impressed.
I was in, Rick. I was in for the long
Let's
haul,
get off
man.
memory
I
lane.
remember a couple you should have
I got
missed.
constantly. It's like glory days memory lane with these two guys. All right,
They
look, the
always have to
finger,
come
the
at me,
finger
man.
injury
Wow.
for Cowboys starting quarterback Clifton
Yeah.
McDowell should be ready.
He
He's
needs
gonna
to be
have
ready.
He's going to have to be
He
primed,
needs to be
too.
ready.
And I think because UIW defense is stacked up front too.
They are.
I mean, apparently they've got this beast of a linebacker who can play defensive line, and he's all
Look.
over the field. I think McDowell has to be active in the running game, maybe even a bit more. Not risking an injury.
And this is my thing,
Plan
Rick.
runs.
As a coaching staff, you've got to make plays or schemes or something that's going to make you do something that you haven't done in any other game. Because this will be
You're
the
talking
best.
about throw some wrinkles at the
Yeah,
Cardinals?
you have to, Rick, because Rick, by far, this outside of the Aggies, this is probably the best team that you will play. Okay?
Oh,
Outside
I
the
forgot
Aggies.
about. Okay, yeah, all right,
Okay?
all right.
This
all right.
is the best
Thanks
team
for
you will
reminding
play.
me. UIW is not going to be their best, toughest. All right,
Yeah.
the Aggies.
You don't
I
even
got.
count
Well,
those
you're right.
games.
You're right.
Yeah, you don't.
I
But I'm
misspoke.
saying, you've got to put
Texas
something
A&M.
in your playbook.
Aggies are looking very good, by the way.
Yeah, you got to put something in your playbook that's going to be able to do something different.
I'm with you on
to
that.
give you an
Okay,
advantage.
all right, I'll go with
With
you on
these
that.
guys,
I
man.
got no problem.
And Carter
All right.
Word's coming for you.
Couple keys that Gary Goff said earlier in the week. This is a quote. You can't live in the world of third and long against this team.
No.
You can't do that in really any game.
In any game,
Any
Rick,
game against
no.
any opponent. So keep that in mind. They gotta go into second and short, third and short to have any chance.
Yeah.
I don't see the Cowboys coming out of this game with a win. I hope they do. It would be a great uplift for this program if they're able to do it.
What does that do? If so, Rick, what does that do to Cowboy Nation if that happens?
Huge. Look,
Oh,
my
they-
8-4
well,
prediction's
they-
still in play.
See-
They've still got a chance to
See-
contend.
Well, it's probably not going to happen.
Probably not.
But the Houston Christian debacle,
Yeah.
that wiped out all the
Yes.
good graces
Any
from the
good
Weaver
thing you had,
State.
You got no
Yeah.
margin for error.
And
Yeah.
to me, a good, hard-fought, close game, preferably a win, would get you back to where you were.
It would give you
after
that
we-
respect that you needed.
Cha-ching for Mr. Hobbs in the middle. I'll
Yeah.
go with that.
Yeah.
Lunch or dinner out, it's got to be at the Max Bar and Grill at the National Golf Club in Westlake. Check it out. We tell you every week about the Louisiana favorites on the menu. Great apps and desserts. Casual family place that won't beat up your budget, by the way. Before or after 18 holes of golf at the National, relax with friends at the Max Bar. Don't forget to check out the weekly specials and weekend brunches at the Max in Westlake.
It is good. The Miller Lights win the big game.
You're right, Luke. Miller Lite is less filling and tastes great.
Wait, is this a dream?
No, Luke. This is a Miller Lite commercial.
What are you doing with the Johnson sofa?
They had a pipe break. Water leaked all over.
Really?
I'm a Roto-Rooter plumber.
Really?
We do water cleanup too.
Really?
Yeah.
Call Roto-Rooter for plumbing and water cleanup.
Locally owned Roto-Rooter of Southwest Louisiana does it all. Plumbing, drain cleaning, and water cleanup.
Now's the perfect time to enjoy your amazing backyard. Unless you have a mosquito problem, contact the experts at J&J Exterminating and take advantage of $50 off initial service. Make this summer the best ever with J&J Exterminating.
J&J Exterminating. Yeah.
When you can't rely on technology, you can rely on Mountain Cold Refreshment.
Dave's back on.
Coors Light. Choose chill.
SoundOff back with you at Caesars Sportsbook, Horseshoe Lake Charles,
Yes.
our new home. Only casino, by the way, in Southwest Louisiana that you can get 100 times odds on craps. You want to do that? It's 1 and 0-0. 100 times
Look,
crap.
look,
Only
Kevin's
casino.
eyes getting bright.
I didn't say
he
nothing.
knows what
I
I'm
did not
talking
say
about here.
anything.
Hey,
That's good odds, though. It's good
dine in luxury. Dine in luxury at Gordon Ramsay Steakhouse.
odds. We have to go there. We haven't yet. We've heard about it
on his wallet.
on his wallet. Yes.
On his wallet.
People tell me it's outstanding.
fatter
the
wallet
food
than
is
I have.
unreal. That we've got to go, guys.
I mean,
we have to.
Aged prime steaks
Oh,
at
they say
Gordon
it's
Ramsay, and of course they
unbelievable.
have the legendary beef Wellington, and
It's
something
unbelievable.
called sticky toffee pudding.
What?
I'm gonna leave that up to you.
I'm
I'm trying to
I need
watch
to
the
find
middle.
out.
I'm
It's
trying
right
to
there.
watch the middle.
It's right there. We
That's
got to go
a
to it.
Steak
That's
like with pastry
Yes,
on
the
it?
pastry.
Yeah.
Legendary
to
at
go.
Gordon Ramsay Steakhouse
Probably not
here
as
at
good.
Horseshoe Lake.
We have to
All
go
right,
to it.
Next week.
We have to.
Next week, don't miss it. Will Wade, McNeese
We've got
basketball
Coach coming
coach,
in.
will be here on both shows.
Yes.
Talking Cowboy basketball, another historic moment for the program. Got votes in the preseason AP
Yes.
top national poll.
That's big.
I mean, you're talking big.
That
McNeese
is.
Cowboys.
That is
getting
big, the
national
Cowboys.
votes.
That's big,
for
Rick.
the
But you
top
know what? But
25.
look at
Are
your coach.
kidding me?
You got Will Wade, man.
Will
Come on
Wade,
now.
and he's got a better
We got
team. I
Coach
got to
Will
make it to
Wade,
another
man.
practice.
Come on
Check
now.
them out. All right, coming up next, we'll talk about the spiral that is the New Orleans Saints and what
It's getting worse, Rick.
What-
It's getting worse.
I gotta wonder.
getting
I'm
worse,
wondering
man.
now if Allen's going to survive the year.
My
It's
answer to
that
that
bad.
is my answer to that, Scooter, is no.
Well, think about the owner though. Think about
No.
Dale Benson. All right,
It's
let's get
no.
on the LSU Tigers.
Oh, my
5-game
goodness.
winning streak, cracking the top 10 now, all the way up to number 8.
We've got to
in the
stay
AP
in that
poll.
top 10. We've
Let's
got to stay
shift
in the top
attention
10.
to Fayetteville. This is Arkansas. I'm not gonna. If I say trap game, you're gonna poo-pah. You're gonna.
I
Oh,
was going to say it.
oh well,
No.
I said trap game last week. You poo-pah'd it. All right. Arkansas, 4-2 by the way.
All right, let's
4-2.
include Arkansas. Let's just look at the way you would have perceived the back end of this schedule going into the year or even a month ago.
Yeah.
All right. Arkansas, well, they beat Tennessee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Tennessee.
And remember, LSU has mostly been better than Arkansas.
Yeah.
But Arkansas gives them fits.
Yeah.
Even when LSU beats, which they usually
You
do.
you go back to
Then
60
you got
years.
A&M, which now looks like it might be the best team on the remainder of the schedule.
Yep.
Then you got Alabama. Don't need to say much more
Yeah.
about that.
Okay. Oklahoma.
Vanderbilt. You can't look past Vanderbilt.
Too straight for the doors.
Oklahoma might be the most. There is no sure loss or sure win.
Yeah, I agree.
In those 5 games.
Yep.
But
I agree.
Oklahoma, if you look at it right now, might be the easiest remainder.
Let
that's
me
great.
give you my take.
Good breakdown.
That's a good point, though, Scooter. Let me give you my take, guys. This game this week, it's not on the players. It's on the coaches. Now, understand what I'm saying when I say that now. The players have to play.
I'm interested.
The players have to play. But the coaches have to do a hell of a job in not letting a Georgia-Alabama game occur afterwards when Bama goes and plays Vandy. That's what you have now,
Right,
Rick.
no, you're right.
That's exactly what you have now.
Yeah.
The big win over Ole Miss is Alabama beating Georgia. That's what this is.
Yeah.
And look where we're going next week.
Right.
So the coaches have got to keep these guys
In Arkansas,
mindset.
look, in all due respect to Vanderbilt, Arkansas is not Vanderbilt. They're
I get that,
4-2.
Rick. I get that,
They
Rick.
lead the SEC. I picked up this little stat. They lead the SEC in third down
But look,
conversions. We
but
know
look,
how
yes.
hard that is.
But the thing that gets me-
mobile quarterback, you always stay awake.
The thing that gets me, Rick, is that the players can't be like, "Oh, guys, what a win!
yeah,
We
what a
beat
win,
Ole-
what a win,
We're back
huh?
in the top 10. Let it go.
I don't see that.
Let it. But Scooter,
I don't see
a
that.
good coach. Do you think Nick Saban would have let what happened to Vanderbilt happen under his watch? No. Not no, but hell no.
So I'll
okay?
go with you. I'll
Not
go
no,
with
but
you.
hell no.
I'll move my chips in the middle
Thank
on
you,
your
sir.
theory there.
And that's
It's
what
up to
Kelly.
the coaches.
That's what Kelly has to do this week for these guys. That's
Yeah, he
on
knows
him.
that. He
How
knows.
he motivates these guys throughout the entire week. That's on him.
This is an LSU defense that you said earlier in the week statistically not kind of.
No,
but I'm telling
bottom
you,
of the SEC.
I'm
Hey,
talking
better.
about LSU's defense. Of what they did against Ole Miss was just blew my mind. I'm sorry, it blew my mind.
Yeah.
Great
Yeah.
game. Great game across the board.
You
Even
can at least
look.
say they have gotten better and better as the year has gone on.
Okay, had they
Last
arrived?
year-
Had they
no,
arrived?
I don't think so. Not yet.
Okay.
You better hope not. You couldn't say that last year. Kelly was saying that they were talking about tackling. Like,
yeah.
It was
talking about
huge. It
tackling.
was huge.
And Kelly was saying that they tackled very well against Ole Miss.
They
He
did.
said last year they never did tackle.
Yeah. Oh no,
And
they
he
didn't.
was right.
They didn't, and he's right about that. Garrett Nussmeier. When I was at the Ole Miss game, I'm yelling.
Yeah.
Fourth quarter. Lean on. You guys know how I feel about tight ends. Lean on 86. Go to 86. I'm yelling. And what did he do? He started going to Mason Taylor. I
you
think
had
they
to.
should use him like Georgia used Brock Bowers.
You had to.
Well,
You had
he's
to.
their leading receiver.
Then use him.
You have
What do
to.
you mean use?
He had
what Rick is saying.
He had two
He
catches.
ended up with 6.
I know he had 2 catches up until when Nussmeier had to go to him.
Yeah.
Now I got your point about Ole Miss dropping everybody.
And that's what their reason was to do that, Rick, was to keep everything in front of them. But
he's
the
a weapon.
thing is, Nuss can be more effective if he used what's within him. Can you imagine if defenses start to think that Nuss is going to run? Can you imagine how they'll play him then?
You
They
are
look at
intent
him.
on getting
No.
him killed, aren't
I'm
you?
not trying to get him killed, Scooter. I'm trying to better his stats because can you imagine what they'll do if the thought of him running, how they'll cover then? Think about
let's
that,
not
guys.
go nutty.
As a defensive back, that would bother me.
Let's not go nutty.
You know what I'm saying.
Look,
He's not going to be a Jayden, but you know what I'm saying.
You laid it out, the picture of remaining for the LSU schedule very well. I commend you for
Nothing's a
that.
gimme.
Newspaper boy.
Nothing's
All
a
right.
gimme right now.
Saturday, Alabama at Tennessee. Saturday, Georgia, which is I think number 5, and number 1 Texas.
Look,
the dust is really going to start.
somebody's not going to be in the playoffs.
No, they're all going to be in the playoffs.
It's musical chairs.
Yeah, musical
right
chairs.
Somebody's not going to be in the playoffs, Rick. I mean,
I'm
you
thinking-
got teams like that.
I'm thinking the
that's
Vols. I'm thinking the Vols are going to beat Alabama.
That's in the top 10, man.
But this horns and dogs,
Wow.
that's
2
the one
losses.
I'm really.
I mean, you know, everybody's going to have 2 losses, Rick.
I know
Think about that, man.
I know. It's a great weekend in the SEC. All right. Saints, what's going on in NOLA? I don't know. We got that. We're that coming back. Stay right here.
Hey, mister, are you a Roto-Rooter plumber?
Guilty.
Did you fix what flooded my house?
Sure did.
Toilet overflow?
Nope.
Pipe break?
Getting warmer.
Busted water heater?
Nailed it.
How long can you hold your breath? Is that your real hair? What's the birds and the bees? Do you know where my grandma is?
You know, I don't know.
What's next?
Wrapping up the water cleanup.
You do that too?
We do both.
Fair enough.
Call Roto-Rooter for plumbing and water cleanup. Yeah, we do both.
Locally owned Roto-Rooter of Southwest Louisiana does it all: plumbing, drain cleaning, and water cleanup.
I love being an adult because bringing a fruit platter to a party takes on a whole new meaning. Don't tell anyone it's store-bought. Simply Spiked. It's getting juicy.
What's bugging you? Is it ants? They're crazy, tiny, irritating pests outside trying to get in. At J&J, we offer weapons to locate, eliminate, and prevent their entering your home or business. Let us take care of what's bugging you. Contact us today for a free inspection.
And it's good. The Miller Lights win the big game.
You're right, Luke. Miller Lite is less filling
And tastes great.
Wait, is this a dream?
No, Luke. This is a Miller Lite commercial.
All right, welcome back to SoundOff. Glad you're hanging with us. Coming to you from Caesars Sportsbook, Horseshoe Lake Charles. Remember, if you miss any of the SoundOff shows on CBS Lake Charles Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday nights, check us out on YouTube, cbslakecharles.tv. SoundOff on YouTube. Watch at your leisure anytime you want to. All right. Get down to Horseshoe Lake Charles. You got to visit Brews Brothers, right next door to Caesars Sportsbook. Great food and drink. Service is just spectacular. I'm telling you, mark it down. The best chicken and sausage gumbo you will eat
good,
at a
Rick.
restaurant. Coming to you from Brews Brothers right here. And Friday night, remember, it's Mr. Hobbs' favorite, karaoke. On
Scooter's
Friday
the best.
night. But Saturday night, the pros take the stage, and they got live bands on Saturday night at Brews Brothers. Great entertainment down there. All right, let me catch my breath. All right, the Saints were darlings of the NFL for two games.
We thought they were going to the Super Bowl.
Nobody thought they were going to the Super Bowl. Don't get carried away. All right, the Saints lost. They lost 4 straight. Dennis Allen has completely lost this defense. They're the worst defense, total defense
right now,
in the
Rick.
NFL right now, 6 games in. I have to wonder. They're playing Denver. If the game is not over, all right. Sean Payton, right? Return to the Dome. Drew Brees, retirement of the jersey against the Broncos. If they lose to the Broncos with Spencer Rattler at quarterback, 5 straight, I mean, the playoffs are pretty much out, guys.
Do you really think?
Well, the good thing is, who's going to see it? Have you seen these commercials?
What are you talking
about? For the
about?
Saints Thursday night game?
No, I haven't.
Which, you know, you can't watch it unless you got streaming.
Yeah, Amazon.
Yeah.
Amazon Prime. You don't have Amazon?
These
You don't have Amazon, Scooter?
commercials-
Come on now, Scooter.
These
You gotta get up to date, buddy.
commercials are making it sound so exciting. For the first time, exclusively streaming.
Yes.
Like this is a good thing for fans and TV viewers.
Oh, I'm not saying it's a great
How is that
thing.
a good thing?
It's money for the league.
It's money.
Look,
It's money.
they have this big smile and say, "We're picking your pocket."
Oh, yeah,
again."
no doubt.
I mean, but
I agree to that,
that
Scooter, what you're
commercial
saying, yeah.
just annoys
Well, I
the
haven't
hell
seen
out
it,
of
but
me.
where have you been? This is like the second year for Amazon streaming.
No. This is the first game that's the only place you can get it. From what that commercial said.
And that's true to a degree what Scooter is saying.
And,
Yes.
and it's like they're excited about it.
Okay, well,
like we
and
said,
it's
that's
Thursday night
great
football.
news.
Thursday night football. Remember
It
when we
was-
didn't even have
Look,
Thursday night football?
As if the New Orleans Saints hadn't enough problems. They got 3 games in 11 days, okay?
Yeah.
It started
And
with the
that's right.
Chiefs.
And that's wrong.
just,
I think
that is
See,
wrong.
why
That's-
can you
that's
give?
hard.
How
That's
can you
hard.
give a team 2 straight short weeks?
Yeah, I don't get that. No,
That's
that's
crazy.
got to get better. That's got.
I mean, you love Rick.
That's got to get better.
You love the Monday night game because that's huge.
Yeah.
But Thursday, then come back to Sunday.
Then they got the Bucks on a Sunday, and then they come back around with Sean Payton coming to the
Yeah.
Dome. All right, look, the losses to Atlanta and Tampa are exponentially bad because why? It's in the dadgum division.
Plus, but you play them twice,
And
though.
it's at.
But you play them twice.
I know that.
You play them twice.
Right now, that just means they can lose to them twice.
I don't know. I was very pessimistic about the Saints
I
going into
know.
the year, mostly because of the offensive line but now the injuries and everything else. The defense has just gone to. I don't see how he turns this. I don't see how
Rick,
he
he
turns it
doesn't.
around.
Rick, I mean,
I just
we're
don't
not
see how he
being-
turns it around.
We're not being doom and gloom, but Rick.
I am.
No.
I am.
No.
I am.
You don't turn this around, Rick.
I mean,
no, you
it's
don't.
possible Derek Carr come back in a couple of
It's
weeks.
not going to
you
do.
get
It's
on
not
a
going to make a
run.
difference. If the defense is not playing well, Derek Carr can't do nothing.
I got it.
If this was a couple of years
And now you got
ago,
Spencer Rattler.
as bad as the NFC South was then, but the NFC South
Oh, no,
was
they're not
that
that-
bad.
no,
Well,
no.
the Saints and Panthers are awful, but the Falcons and Bucks
right.
are
Kirk
pretty
Cousins is elite.
Atlanta's
Baker
not
Mayfield
the
is turning into elite.
good. I just said
Okay,
that.
okay. I know.
I don't know. The
Listen,
tackling
I
is atrocious,
didn't know. I
like
thought you
Alan
just said
said.
the Bucks.
Gail Benson, I don't know if the Saints, I guess I got to go back, way back, maybe to the 90s, maybe, I can't remember, of firing a Saints coach in midseason. I think Dennis Allen will hang. I think.
He probably will.
Maybe
Rick. I mean,
if
right
Loomis
now-
gets involved
I mean,
and
he will,
twists her
probably,
arm, maybe.
but the
who
thing
do
is
they
this-
have on the sideline to take his
But-
place?
but-
Kubiak?
But why?
Did Ditka
Why?
get fired
Who's-
mid-season?
I don't think so.
Can I ask you this
I
here?
think it was Jim Mora.
Who's saving Loomis? Who's saving him? Who's saving him?
Good point, Kevin.
Huh? Who's saving him?
No.
He's part of the problem too, Rick. Now, okay?
Good point.
He's part of the problem too.
Look,
Who's
Allen
saving
says
him?
they can't sit around and sulk and whine about the injuries.
No, they can't.
I
No, they
agree.
can't.
These guys are just, they got their defense is down to
It
third
was
string.
Jerry's birthday, Rick. Come on, you
82nd.
got to give the Cowboys
I'm sure
a win.
not going to pay extra to watch the Saints.
You got to give them. You got to give them.
You're
a
on
win.
that, aren't you?
It was Jerry's
I just-
birthday, man.
I just hate the attitude that you
Yeah.
exclusively. They even made a special helmet for it.
Yeah.
Exclusively.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't
Look.
seen it yet. I know where you're
Look.
going. I know. Look, it's big for the franchise because it's Sean Payton's return
It is. It is.
as an
Oh,
opposing
that's
coach.
It's a big game. Yeah,
They're-
always.
They retired Drew Brees' jersey, and the Saints are just going down the toilet.
That's
and
all
this could be their
Dennis
fifth
Allen
straight loss.
needs
Man.
is Sean Payton on the sidelines
Yeah.
to remind Saints
Talk about
fans
some
how
bad
it used to
mojo.
be.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Oh my
But
gosh.
look, you had mentioned the
Although I would
Cowboys, Rick.
almost argue Sean Payton should have won more than one Super Bowl.
Oh, no doubt.
With the
Oh
quarterback,
no, he
and the
underachieved.
talent he
No,
had.
he
I
underachieved.
And
totally agree.
I'll give him a break on the Rams no call.
Yeah,
But
he underachieved. No doubt about that. No doubt about that. All right, you got
You
one more
mentioned the
thing?
Cowboys.
Huh? Hey, when we come back, we'll put the brakes on this and we'll come back with final round
All
of the
right.
show. Stay right there.
He takes the handoff. It's a refurb.
When you can't rely on technology, you can rely on Mountain Cold Refreshment.
Dave's back on.
Coors Light. Choose chill.
J&J Exterminating is here for you with our water damage sanitation treatments and wood protective borate treatments. There is no charge for home evaluations. Contact your local J&J Exterminating professional.
Now's the perfect time to enjoy your amazing backyard. Unless you have a mosquito problem, contact the experts at J&J Exterminating and take advantage of $50 off initial service. Make this summer the best ever with J&J Exterminating.
J&J Exterminating. Yeah.
What are you doing with the Johnson sofa?
They had a pipe break. Water leaked all over.
Really?
I'm a roto-rooter plumber.
Really?
We do water cleanup, too.
Really?
Yeah.
Call Roto-Rooter for plumbing and water cleanup.
Locally owned Roto-Rooter of Southwest Louisiana does it all. Plumbing, drain cleaning, and water cleaning. Final round of the show, SoundOff from Caesars Sportsbook, Horseshoe Lake Charles. Glad to have you aboard. We're going to rat-a-tat-tat. We're going to jump around a little bit. Major League Championship Series. Everybody, postseason baseball is just spectacular. Everybody's thinking about Subway Series, right? Possibility of Yanks and Mets, depending on how everything shakes out. I don't know. Ohtani and Aaron Judd for Dodgers and Yankees, that'd be pretty cool, too. This Ohtani guy is just unbelievable.
He is, man.
I mean, this is primarily a pitcher, and he's just like Aaron Judd with the bat. I mean, it's just incredible.
You know, when the Cardinals are out of it.
You're out of it.
Yeah, your Cardinals gone.
They've
They're
been
done.
out of it since April.
Yeah, they're done.
I generally watch the baseball postseason where I pull against the team.
Against the team.
More than 4. And there's not much there. I mean, the Yankees, I pull against them. Yeah. But Dodgers and Mets, I don't like either one of them.
I know.
What am I going to do?
I'd like to see the Cleveland Indians get in there. Or
I would too.
Or is it the Guardians?
Yeah,
That
Guardians,
still doesn't sound right. Still, all right, let's have a little fun. Let's have a little fun.
Let's do it.
You wanted to touch about Jerry Jones not celebrating 82.
Man. Look, let me tell
this
you what's
is a
really
team
happening.
that's not going anywhere.
No, but Rick, people doesn't realize the anguish, the madness, the upsetness. Why do you think that Detroit beat Dallas' socks off the way they did? Remember when the refs said that they did not attend to a player that came in the game on last year?
Karma.
Boy, is karma bad or
Karma. I remember that.
And you do a flea flicker to an offensive tackle who came in the game and made himself eligible. That's just no respect.
Yeah. And remember what everybody was saying about Dan Campbell?
That's just
was kind
no
of
respect.
a joke as a head coach. You talk about a culture change.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's gnawing on knees.
He gets those guys to play their
play hard.
That's the way he
got
was.
the best offensive
That's the way
line
he was,
in the
man.
NFC at least.
That's the way he was.
Jared Goff is spot on, a star quarterback. And those two running backs, get ready. And I know they lost Aiden Hutchinson. A gruesome injury.
I know, that was a bad
gruesome.
injury, man.
Compound
it's going to be hard to replace that guy on defense, man.
All right, we're running out of time.
That's
All the stars at LSU homecoming.
Yes.
Where do we rank? Paul Skees, Livy Cutie Pie Dunn was there. I only got a glimpse.
Yeah.
Shaq's always the star.
Shaq's always. Well,
Rick should be right there. That was his first trip back.
Rick's being modest, but his two sons got an exclusive picture with Shaq.
The man got him with Shaq.
He's being modest about it, though, you know.
Justin Jefferson.
Odell Beckham.
Yeah.
Oh, Sam Burns.
Sam Burns.
Yeah.
Was I the only guy who recognized Burt Jones?
Burt Jones, he was right there next to you, Rick.
I know, but it's Burt Jones. But all the young people
Jones,
say, Burt
man.
who?
Burt Jones.
I don't get it. You're right.
Jones
Well, Burt's
Shaq.
there all the time.
I know that, but it's Shaq.
But he's low key. He's
Paul
just a good
Skees,
guy,
though,
man.
was pretty cool to have.
It
there.
was.
Guidry, Hobbs, and Sarah were out of time. We'll see you
Always.
next time right here at
Go
SoundOff.
Tigers.